So for question 1, discern what's the difference between the client's active and passive mobility. During a single leg raise test, the left passive hip flexion was 52 degrees, whereas the active hip flexion for the left leg was 45 degrees. And for the right leg, it's 55 degrees for active and 67 degrees for passive. And for the ankle dorsiflexion test, we see that on the right ankle, we can see that it had reached 8 degrees passively and 8 degrees actively. And for the left ankle, it was 12 centimeters passive and 10 centimeters active. And for the shoulder reach test, we can see that on the right side, he can reach up to C4 on active test and C6 on passive test. And for the left side, he can reach C5 on active test and C7 for the passive test. For question 2, the client's active and passive stability certainly influence the Y-balance test results. During the client's Y test, his right side was far more unstable than the left side. We can see that in both right and left sides, the client has trouble pushing his leg forward. This clearly shows that he needs to work on his active mobility to assist in stability, and working on his passive mobility will help him in reaching more dorsiflexion too. For question 3, I would use the ankle mobility test, hip mobility test, and Y-balance test to assess the mobility and stability of my client C. His specific needs are lower body mobility due to not being able to walk for a few days after surgery, knee joint recovery, ankle mobility, and hip mobility. I chose the ankle dorsiflexion test because it's appropriate for him. The objective of the test is to measure range of motion of the ankle joint. Specifically, it aims to assess the ability to dorsiflex the foot. It's appropriate for him because dorsiflexion is a critical component to walking mechanics. Specifically, after knee replacement, it was difficult to walk, so ensuring that his ankles do not have limited dorsiflexion would make sure that he doesn't overload the knee, which may negatively affect Chance's recovery. Hip flexion is also an important test because it measures the range of motion of the hip joint. This test assesses the hip flexibility, which affects posture and lower body movements such as walking. And it's appropriate for him because after surgery, he not been able to walk a few days, which may have led to tight hips, and ensuring that his hips are mobile ensures proper leg alignment, which means less stress on the knee. I also use the Y-balance test because it will help him be more stable and prevent falling, which might cause more injuries to the knee.